Good evening, everybody. And this is Jigna Hamlai on behalf of my team at GACS. Welcome you all to the 4th edition of Partner Support Program. Well, during the session, if anybody has any queries, please post it in the chat box for us. Before I begin the session today for Partner Support Program, I would like to take a few minutes of yours and showcase what are the objectives and vision of this Partner Support Program for GACS. See, when we started this initiative, our purpose was to provide platform to the the partners to showcase their products, capabilities, and services to the fraternity across the country. And this would be a platform to bridge the gap between the users and the providers. Well, when I'm talking about the across the country for the partners, well, we have to see our footprints on the world map, which is, as you can see, we are present in 11 countries across the globe, including India. We are in USA, Canada, UK, France, Spain, Azerbaijan, GCC countries, Kenya, Singapore, and Australia. In India, Global Association for Corporate Services present with 12 chapters across India. In 2016, when 30 members founded this association, the growth has been since then phenomenal. Today, we are sitting with 5,700 members across the globe. And it is a number which has grown drastically. And we are counting more and more with years passing by. For partners, what's in store for them and how do they participate with us? We are giving opportunities on physical events, webinars, research papers. So these are the events where our partners can get the exposure. Plus, we are present on all social media, along with our strong visibility everywhere. And digitally also, we are available on the Android and iOS platforms as well. The partner support programs are having two different type of memberships, which is one is long-term and the second one we are talking about is an annual membership, which is further divided into 3 different levels: bronze, silver, and gold. To know more about these memberships, the partners can connect with us, me and my team, Mr. Ajay Sharma, Ankit Saxena, Dipti Dutt, Sher Singh Ji Tulsi. Either of us will be very, very happy to help and bring them on board. So keep encouraging us and please do connect with all of us for any further help. So without delaying further, I would like to start the 4th edition of Partner Support Program today. And we would like to call the first participant of the day today. That is Jivisa, Ms. Sarika Panchi, the founder and CEO of Jivisa. Jivisa is a wellness brand bringing natural products that focus on mind, body, and soul. Based in the foothills of Himalaya, Jivisa brings the goodness and purity of mountains into its products. So without any delay, Sarika, I would hand it over to you. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Jigna. And hi, everybody. I do apologize. I'm driving on my way from Delhi to Dehradun. This program was supposed to be yesterday earlier, and I had promised Jatin that I'll come. I told him that I'll just stop on the way. So I pulled over my car and I'm presenting on the road, literally. But it's absolutely great to meet everybody. I've been associated with GACS for some time, and it's been a fantastic journey. Jigna, can I present now? You're on mute.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
so
share.
is everybody able to see my...
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, now we can.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Just a second, please. Please do bear with me since I'm presenting from the car. Visible?
Visible.
It is,
Can you go
yes.
on? Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. So GVISA, the Art of Good Living, we are a wellness brand. We are in the premium health and wellness space. The whole idea of GVISA came into being about a year back when we realized, especially during COVID, that there is this strong need to inculcate wellness, whether it is mental or physical or emotional, into our lives. And with that in mind, GVISA was kind of conceptualized. Like Jigna said, we are based in Dehradun. We call ourselves the mountain people, and we try and bring the goodness of mountains into our products. Um, the purity of mountains. All our ingredients are sourced from mountains around. We get a lot of products from Dharamshala and foothills of Himalayas wherever we can, and that then goes into the products that we are trying to create. What we believe in, that we all need to understand good living. The last year and a half has redefined good living for all of us, and that's also our brand tagline. We also believe, it's part of our philosophy, that anything that we cannot give to our parents or children, we will not take that to the market. So all the products that you see currently, we have about 3 with various variants of that. All the products that you see have been developed with a lot of R&D. The repercussions of any product are completely kept in mind before we brought the products into being, and they've been tested. All the certifications are in place, and we've not just tested it outside. We actually consume all of these things at home, and that's what we bring into the market through our products.
Sorry
What
to
has
interrupt,
changed in the
Sarika.
last 1 year? Yeah.
Sarika,
Yeah,
can you just
Jigna.
make it the full screen? Full screen.
Yes, just give me a minute. Is this better?
Yeah, just go on to the present.
Is
Yeah,
this
this is better. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. So we realized in the last year and a half that there is increased, focus on wellness. Google Trends show us that disposable incomes are going. The millennials are more conscious towards health. The people working are more conscious towards health, and less and less people today are focusing on beauty, and more people are today are focusing on well-being, the internal well-being. And that's the entire philosophy that we've kind of inculcated into GVISA to make our products. Currently we have 3 products. The Nectar of Life is a herbal kara. This is unlike any other kara that you get in the market. There are 13 natural Ayurvedic ingredients that have gone to it. One of the things we realized when we were developing our kara was that kara generally has this misconception कि वो बहुत कड़वा होगा, tasty नहीं होगा, my kids will not have it. So we actually worked on that. The kara is lemon, ginger, honey flavored. It has natural sugar, so it is completely safe for anybody with diabetes. And it of course is premium. So I'm not really competing with the Daburs of the world. It's not just off the shelf kind of a product. It is premium, and it is really well researched and thought through, and it tastes really good. That's the best part about this kara. So far, wherever we have taken, we took a lot of Diwali orders last year. We've done some tie-ups with corporates, etc. We've got fantastic feedback on whoever has tried it so far. What I very proudly also tell everybody is that if you're having in winters, put a dash of tulsi on it and serve it hot. And if you're having it in summers, crush some ice and put some pudina in it, and it becomes a really good summer cooler. But it still has the goodness of all the ingredients that you put in. That's our first product. The immunity blend Ayurvedic green tea is our second product. It has 5 ingredients. Turmeric being a very, very strong ingredient that we have infused in our tea, along with Himalayan tulsi, ashwagandha, moringa, etc., and pepper. So that's our second product. For corporates and for a lot of people who buy it, they tend to buy these 2 products together. We call it the immunity duo. Both products are beverage in the immunity space, and they go fantastic. If you're gifting it to somebody, they can be combined and gifted together. Even for some of the corporate gifts that we do, the immunity duo is bought together. Our third product is in the aroma space, handcrafted premium Ayurvedic cold pressed soaps. They come in 5 variants that I will take you through in some time. Like I said, the Kara it has 13 ingredients. It has all the certifications. It is honey, lemon, ginger flavored, and it tackles the bitter flavor, misconception that the market has. Currently, this is the only product, available in the market. In fact, I'm just coming back from Delhi. I went to La Marche. I went to Modern Bazaar. I was trying to check if there are any other, premium Karas available, and there's nobody else in the market currently. It is great to gift to somebody recovering from COVID, or just as a wellness gift. It is also a great employee gift if you have your teams, etc. I think we are reaching a stage that nobody wants to gift pens and cups and mugs anymore. So we've kind of crafted it such that you can personalize a message and send the entire pack, and it can be gifted along with something, whatever you want to add in case you're an organization. The second, immunity blend Ayurvedic green tea, goes fantastic with the Kara, comes from Dharamshala. This is being curated for us by one of the best tea sommeliers of India, Anamika Singh. So she's the one who's infused it for us. So green tea blended with turmeric, moringa, Himalayan tulsi, pepper, and ginger is what we brought into the market. And finally, the soaps. These are the 5 soaps. Arabic oud, 7 spice, coconut and honey, almond milk and saffron, and charcoal musk. These are again premium. The price range is kind of matching forest essentials. What I can guarantee you is that if you decide to buy this soap, or if you give it to somebody, the moment you enter your bathroom, it'll be smelling of whichever soap you're using. It kind of completely fills up your senses. We do it in packs of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can buy it alone, or you can buy it in packs. And we have bundled cost on our website in case you choose to buy that. What we also realized was that employee gifting is kind of changing completely. So we started doing a lot of employee gifts also. So in case we, decide to do the Nectar of Life and Immunity Blend, along with that, if you want to add, a mug with your logo, or a mask with your logo, or make it into like a COVID care pack or an R&R pack, there are multiple things that can be added to it. It is completely customizable. Our stationery that goes with it, you can do a personal message. The card that you see, Love from Himalayas, it's actually a postcard that we specially designed. And on the flip side of this, you can actually do a handwritten message, which is being received very well. We are currently shipping across India. So for example, if your organization is shut and your employees are everywhere in India, but you want to send them, then we ship it directly, from our base here. One of the things we also realized was that as offices open up, on your tea, coffee vending machine, the new thing to put is the Kara. So these sachets that you see, this is how it comes. The pack comes with a sachet of 15 or 30, depending on whether you want to buy a 15-day subscription or a 1-month, quota. So these white sachets are the one that it comes in. All you have to do is open the sachet, pour it into hot water, and it's ready to go. So we do foresee that in the coming future, we will also be placing it in offices at the tea, coffee corners as one of the replacements of the current hot beverage that the organizations serve. And for that, we have institutional pricing, and we are ready to take orders in case somebody is interested. The immunity duo goes really well, both the products together. Your friends or anybody else suffering from COVID, or generally a wellness product, if you want to gift, this is a great gift. A little bit about Jivisa Cares. We firmly believe that we need to give back to the society. We are based in Uttarakhand, Dehradun, and we believe that we need to uplift the women around. So a lot of products, the packaging that you see, it is developed by women that we've hired or trained around. That's part of our team that you see there. Some testimonials of people who have tasted the kara or the tea. The one thing that I know is that once people taste it, we get a lot of repeat orders. We are very, very proud of the product that we've created. And you will see some of the testimonials on the screen in front of you. That's really it from my side. I'll be very happy to take questions.
So anybody has any question can post it in the chat box and we can take it with Sarika now.
So hi Sarika, I'm Rakshit Mathur this side. And
hi Rakshit.
Are doing. I'm personally a very great fan of oud-based fragrance, and one of the soaps that you had talked about it. So do you do it
Yes.
for individuals as well, or it is only for employees and corporates?
No, we
Somebody
completely
wants
do
to
it for
order
individuals. No, we completely do it for individuals also, Rakshit. If you go on Jivisa Wellness, that's where our B2C sales happen. So we are both in B2C, B2B, and institutional sales market, all three.
Okay. While I always wanted to say send oud-based sample soap to us, but then when I will come and present my product, and if you say that please send some sample, I'll go for a toss because we sell diesel.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
That
very
was
happy
good,
to
huh?
give any discounts, Rakshit.
Yeah,
I'll share my number here. Why don't you go on to the website, have a look at what you like, let us know, and we'll be happy to pass on some discounts.
I'll definitely.
That's my number.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sarika, can you just post it on the chat box so that anybody wants to reach out?
I will. Yes.
Thank you.
Considering Diwali is, down the corner, if anybody wants to do personalized gifting for their friends and family, we are also taking those orders.
Okay, that was great, Sarika. Thanks for stopping by on the road and doing this presentation. And
Thank you.
staying committed to us.
Thank you very much, Jigna. My colleague Snehi is also on the call. While I'll be logging off since I have to drive back, she will continue taking and answering any queries that we may have. Snehi, can you say hi to everybody?
Sure. Should we? Jatin, can we unmute Snehi?
She just started on the group, so she'll continue till the end of the call.
Right. So if anybody has any query, can please put in the query in the chat box, and Sneha will be happy to help you all with the Jivisa products. Well, that.
Thank you, Jigna.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be logging off.
You,
Rakshit, please do let me know whatever you need. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rastarika. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Well, guys, relocation industry has grown exponentially, and many new players have entered, giving the customer more choices. But most are now looking for discerning services. Cost is not the only governing factor anymore. The service quality, customer support, and feedback are gaining importance. Customers are now also looking for one-point solutions, and that is where companies like INTEREM are the leaders. INTEREM has recently launched reinstatement services to support the customers looking for such services. Over to Rahul Pillai, the CEO of INTEREM. Rahul, over to you now. You can share
Thanks,
your
Jigna.
screen. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Jigna. I hope
Rahul, can you just make it on a presentation mode or?
I can, just a second, please. The screen needs to move.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Is it here?
Yeah, better. Thank you.
Thanks, Jigna. Yeah. Thanks to everyone at GACS who's given us this opportunity to present ourselves once again in this partner program. Again, it's a pleasure to be here in front of all of you. Like we mentioned in the past, I'm not sure if I'm repetitive and how many of you were there in the past presentation, but I'll just take you through the slides once again pretty quickly as what we are. So INTEREM is part of the world's largest packing and moving network, globally present in 60 countries across 6 continents. We average around 250,000 moves, every year. Close to that means every 3 odd minutes we're packing somebody somewhere in the world. So that's the size and scale of our business globally today. We've been there in operations for 25 years, and we're the first multinational company to have started the business in the relocation industry in India way back in 1997. It was well before understood that India is going to boom, volumes are going to increase. And I think I personally spent 21 years with the company. So I must say that I've seen what moving used to be, what office moving used to be, then and now. So household goods movements were very limited. We came into India with a very small, business understanding that, okay, we might just want to do international moving. And that was highly targeted towards people who were taking foreign assignments, including diplomats and expatriates. It just changed. 2002, I think there has been a boom. And since then, we've been part of the domestic moving growth, which has been an amazing story for us. We've been empaneled in more than 200 plus corporates, have got contracted pricing for moving. Other than that, office moving, where we used to see some small volume because corporates used to be 100-seater, 50-seaters. Today, you're talking of 200,000 people, 300,000 people, and that's just amazing. That's some amazing growth stories. When I go to the US, and the corporate office might be in the US, but they have less number of people working for them than in India. So that's something which makes you feel that you're doing some great volumes out here. And I think we've been fairly successful in our India run. I must say that, as mentioned in the slide, we have now 450 plus employees. This excludes our non-contracted workforce, 60 plus vehicles, warehousing space. This excludes the ones that are under construction. We have around 500,000 square foot of warehousing. And we have a land bank of around 7 acres, which is getting constructed in Patodi. We have around 5 acres in Mumbai, which is again getting constructed. So huge focus on India, and we're just trying to match up to the requirements that our customers have. In India, we presently do around 10,000 household goods moves, office moves that are approximately 250. Now, these 250 are the ones which are not repeat from the same customer. We consider one purchase order for one activity. So if we break that down, this should be more than 1,000, 1,500 activities that we do. We were very, very participative during the work from home project, which I haven't mentioned, but in the last financial year, starting from March, rather 23rd, when the lockdown started off till March 31st of 21, we did around 1.5 million asset moves which included computers, desktops, laptops, desks, chairs, UPSs for corporates. We continue to do that, and that volume is something amazing. So we were one of the first ones to have gone into it and started it. So we at the time when there was nothing available, it was a total lockdown. We had passes to operate in all major metro cities, and I would say we did a fantastic job at that time, because ground movement was something which wasn't happening. Other than that, we realized there's a huge challenge in the oxygen concentrator availability. So unlike most companies where they were only planning to do the logistics, we chose to actually import those assets. We bought in those assets as INTEREM and rented them out. And I would say that was in association with, it was a joint initiative between INTEREM and GACS, and that was a very successful one. At this moment, we are managing close to around 3,000 plus oxygen concentrators across major metros from various corporates, and have rented out close to around 500 assets. So that's something which we have done, and that continues. We haven't been, pushing that because that was a need of the hour, and we did it. That has not been our core business, but we chose to do that because we realized that because of our global network, we were able to procure these assets because it was hardly available in India at that time. So all that were imported and bought in. So that's about us. Quality accreditations are also mentioned. So we are a 9001, 14001, and 18001 certified company. So that's about us in India. Specifically, the services, as I said, we primarily are a packing and moving company. That's our core business. I would say 60% of our revenues come from there. Around 20% of that comes from office moving, but that's substantial. And again, the balance comes from the warehousing, project handling, and the relocation services. So this is what the core business of the company is. So reinstatement services was something which we conceptualized because we used to get random queries where a customer used to ask is that, can you also take care of this, because we don't want to go to multiple suppliers handling this activity. So we had a couple of requirements that used to come in, and we understood that this was something which was going to happen because most of our customers wanted to have a single window solution. So there were customers who used to say that, okay, can you buy back the assets? Can you just do this setup for us as it was, because we need to give the landlord in the same way. We also realized that there was a gap in in getting the SEZ clearances done. So being a company which also has a custom clearance arm in India, we have our own CHA license, and there is some experience that we carry. We chose to integrate that so that the complete value chain of an office moving business is covered by INTEREM. So it's again a first that any moving company is doing at this moment in India, because we realize that value creation is the only way to be relevant, and I think that's exactly what we've been trying to do. So I'm not exactly reading through the reinstatement because I think you guys know it better than me what services are. You've been doing it day in, day out. But these are the services we do offer, I have the product head. He's Brigadier Pradeep Saini, who's part of my team. He's the one who's driving this, this vertical for us. And if we have any more questions, he'll be more than happy to respond and answer them. Service inclusions, as I mentioned, previously dismantling of assets we never used to do. We have started doing that. It's already in place. Civil work, if there is any breakage or repair stuff which is needed, we never used to do that. We now do it. Custom clearance of SEZ. So, for example, you want to move an asset out from there and you don't want to participate in that. Well, INTEREM will take care of that. So, facilitating the NOCs, bill of entry, disposal of waste, handling and disposal of waste for hazardous cargo. So all that is something which now is available as a single window. So as corporates, if you are looking for a solution where you don't want to go to multiple suppliers, well, here we are. We can definitely be of use. And we can assure you that we have already tried and tested these services and are set to, take care of your requirements. So the value addition which gets created with this, well, as I mentioned before, it's a single window solution that we offer you. That's something which will help you to just stay with one supplier, and we will take care of all your needs and respond to you basis your requirements. We will have a dedicated SPOC as and when this kind of requirement comes, so that you don't need to go to 4 different people in the organization. You would get answers from one person. This service presently is available on the metro location and some tier 2 cities. We aren't covering the whole of India at this moment, because this started off only last year. But as it progresses, I'm sure we would want to get into the length and breadth of India. The other question which a lot of people had was, are you going to be, picking up material buyback, which is IT, non-IT? Yes, we do that. And that's again something that, we would manage. So that also is not something which stays out in the scope. That is part of the scope. Again, helps you to, work with one supplier for that. The most important thing, because most of the corporates today have a lot of compliance requirements, and as the RFPs get floated, we know that the requirements are getting more and more specific, and I think that is something which we have taken care of. So we have all the requisite compliances that are required to be part of a corporate supplier, and I think that's something which would get appreciated by a lot of you. That this is something which is very needed, because this industry per se is highly disorganized. I don't know whether it was the last forum where I said that you have companies which could which could just pick up and say that, well, listen, we can do anything and everything. The question would be that what kind of backing do they have to handle that kind of a scope. I've seen companies who turnover would be around 1 crore or 2 and doing projects for 3 to 4 crores. It's the risk that we carry with that is phenomenal, and I think that's exactly we have tried to address by saying that, okay, our compliance is up 100%, our books of accounting are in line, and we could take care of each and every requirement of yours in the relocation space. So that's all from me. Not really on the slide, to be honest, but it comes naturally when you're there with the company for 21 years. So yeah. So it's pretty natural for me now. So that's all from us. And if you have questions, we'll be more than happy to answer all of them.
Yeah, Rahul, that was very insightful and super. The new services that you have started, reinstatement services, I'm sure people will be keen to use them. Where we have two things on the chat box. One from Mr. Sandeep Kumar. He's saying, hi Rahul, we've been availing your services in terms of the office relocation and IT asset movements since quite some time now, and the experience has been fantastic. So kudos to Interim team. And
thanks Sandeep, thanks.
Mr. Vinit has left his number here for you from PVR Cinemas. He wants to connect with you. So right? Yeah. Can you please share your number here, Rahul? So
yes,
people can connect with you immediately.
Okay. I've just shared my number.
Yeah. Okay.
Brigadier sir, you can also share your number so that So since COVID, I'm actually in my native, which is south of India in Kerala. I haven't been to our head office, which is Gurgaon. So
right,
because now everything runs remotely, so I'm also part of the same.
Okay.
But Brigadier sir is that I'm going to be doing in and out of Delhi for some time till the end of this year.
So Pradeep Saini is, I think, from your team, who's also shared his number. Right. Yeah, right. Yes. And Rahul has put in his contact number in the chat box. People can take it down, and he will be ready to help you all for sure. Right? Can you unshare the screen, Rahul, please?
Yeah.
Again, excellent services by Interim. Great work, Rahul. So there are accolades coming in for you and your team, Rahul. So congratulations for doing fantabulous job.
It's all about the team. It's all about the team. So we have a great team, to be honest.
Good. So
it just make me stand, look good in front of all of you. So that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, that brings us to the third partner of the evening, the fuel delivery. The fuel delivery is an endeavor to solve largely the issues of managing your fuel management requirement efficiently, cost effectively, and most importantly, safely. So I would call upon Mr. Rakshit Mathur to, give us the insight about the fuel delivery. Thank you, Rakshit. Thank you for sharing the screen. And it's over to you, Rakshit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jigna. So kind of you. And this is a great opportunity for the second time that we are here. And here I go. So just to, and I will run this through very, very quickly so that, we can have more of a interaction and question and answers. So in the most layman terms, we are petrol pump on wheels, supplying diesel to anybody and everybody who requires diesel to run their business operations. And and we are the ones who are trying to make this whole model more organized than somebody procuring it from the nearest petrol pump by sending guides with barrels in auto rickshaws and spending unnecessary over, to and fro of procuring the diesel. And diesel is obviously a very essential commodity. I think if I were to give a little statistics, I think out of the whole fuel requirements in India, 65% is the kind of a consumption rate of diesel in India, and it is required in most of the places. What we have thought of is the solution of making this available on demand and through an application. When the food can be delivered at the doorstep, my thought when I started writing about this concept was that why not fuel? And as we had made inroads, we realized that at this point in time, it is only diesel which is available to be available to the end customers, and that is how we have made this Bowser. If you look at this picture, this place where it says download TFD app, this is the place where the dispensing unit is kept. It is a very similar dispensing unit that you see at the gas stations. So, the whole petrol pump is now on the wheels. We are the ones who are approved by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and also licensed by PESO, which is Petroleum Explosives Safety Organization. Few of the USPs of TFD, the fuel delivery. Buying diesel is not a very, very planned job, and at times it becomes as a last moment thing for most in the organization. So with us at the disposal, one can just log into the application, select the time slots. Even if you want it after 3 days, you can select the time slot and just book the fuel, and we will come and deliver. So the fuel ordering and monitoring is through the application. The difference between us and the petrol pumps primarily is that we procure our diesel directly from the oil depots and the refineries, and we have a tie-up with IOCL for all India basis. The app does provide you very similar kind of updates, like when you order food through any food delivery app, you will see that rider is coming and he has picked up the packet from the restaurant, and they are on their way to your premises. Similarly, you can see that when the delivery will be done. In our case, our drivers and fuel handlers are very much trained to handle any kind of a eventuality, because they are handling a very hazardous material, and that is why they are hazmat trained. Hazmat trained means they are trained and licensed to manage a hazardous material, which in this case is diesel. For any kind of MIS's reports, you can go back to the application. You will see the usage of different frequencies, weekly, monthly, what kind of diesel expenses that you make in the organization or for your self consumption. So that is something that we provide as far as dashboards are concerned. How we come handy to you guys. You can plan the delivery. You don't have to go to the petrol pump, wait in the long queues. Then again, the biggest thing is that we tend to mitigate the pilferages that happen, the slippages that happen between procurement from the gas station to the place where it is required actually. Other intention is to bring everything under digital payment. So we tend to promote that everybody should make the payments online. Then MISs and expenditure usage I have already talked about. 4 simple steps to order: log in, create your user ID and password. The only thing that we are supplying at the moment is diesel. Soon you will see this will be added with lubricants for machines, cars, and etc. And you will also see we are coming with CNG on wheels, etc. Select the quantity of liters or the rupees of diesel that you would like to order. Then you may select the slots, and we will be there at that point in time. Few stakeholders and advisors that we work very closely with. So MOPNG, Ministry of Petroleum, DPIIT, PESO, and Indian Oil. These are our, and MSME and Startup India. These are our external stakeholders. Our internal stakeholders are, we have our own legal team, PESO guys who are constantly giving us direction that what best we can do in the framework of regulating body to provide diesel to the end customers. MidCat and ICES are risk management companies which continuously suggest and learn things to move forward. We are a very young company. We have started in July of 2020, and while it took some time to seek all the approvals, because this is something which was happening for the first time in India, that we were trying to deliver fuel at the doorstep. So we are very young and very experienced professionals. Most of the people who are attached with us are from the corporate world. Myself, after my post-graduation, had worked in investment banking for 15 years before jumping into the entrepreneurial journey. Two, three basic points on which we are creating the foundation of this organization is by doing the right thing, being a compliant organization, and keeping the integrity at the highest level. We are also making the best use of technology. So whatever you see in that Bowser, that petrol pump on wheels, it is extensive. A lot of IT has been used extensively on that, and hence the pilferages and rest of the things that one doesn't manage in their day-to-day life could be managed very easily by having technology in place. These are our board of advisors. Like I mentioned, when we started, and I am an investment banker, nothing to do with oil and gas. When we started building the right team, and that is how we got people from BPCL who had worked for 30 years in that company, then ex-joint chief controllers of PESO coming together, ex-GAIL chief of security coming together in guiding us on the security front. Then few of the colleagues from security and risk management, and also other OMCs who had joined us. If you see, we have in-house PR team and a legal team and our financial team taking care of all the aspects of an organization. This is our management team. Rajiv Mathur, who is the managing director, present here for this presentation. You know, he has been in the securities industry for last 3 decades, and he is building this as a business from the alliances, from market expansion and strategy perspective. I am the founder and CEO of this company. Gaurav Adlakha is Chief Operations Officer who manages complete operation and sales across India. And Abhishek Basu is Chief Technology Officer, had been working very closely with the Reliance in his previous assignments. At present, we are in Mumbai to start with, then Delhi, Noida, NCR, and Bangalore. And our plan is to go to 15 cities by the end of completing this financial year. So you will see us next in Chennai, Hyderabad, Chandigarh, Pune, sort of cities to come. We believe in 3 basic principles that we intend to give to our end customers, and these are convenience, compliance, and cost benefits. I will touch upon these very, very quickly. Convenience, because we are 24/7 available, and we can deliver the diesel directly in the equipment that you want. You don't need to create these storages for keeping diesel. We are again a click of a button away, and we save you time to go to a petrol pump to pick up fuel. So convenience comes to you. Compliant, we are 100% compliant. At present, if there is any adulteration that happens at the petrol pump. If we are picking it up directly from refinery, we have to manage it between refinery and the end customers, and that is what we intend to do. Like I mentioned, we are PESO approved, we are hazmat compliant, and each and everything that is placed on our Bowser, which is the mobile petrol pump, is well calibrated by legal and metrology department. So we carry all these certificates, when we go out for deliveries for anybody to have a counter check on us. Cost benefits, because you are not going to the retail outlet where you spend at least 5% of your monthly fueling, that gets saved. There is you can plan these operations well. So people who are running lot of fleet of buses, trucks, or cars, or warehouses, you can simply do a kind of a monthly contract with us and give us timelines that at this time you want us to come and deliver fuel. We can do this, we can do that, and we can set it up. Better pricing and better payment terms, it totally depends upon case to case basis, but we are very flexible in these things. So we are not hard bent that somebody has to make that payment today. When we deal with B2B customers, they have their certain processing time, so we respect that, and things can be worked upon around that. So these are some salient features. Like I mentioned, 24/7 facility, pre-scheduled assured delivery, click of a button and we'll be there. Hazmat tank of 1,000 liters can also be provided for storage at no additional cost. So this is something additional. So if somebody has a very small and a very regular requirement, say 100 liters on a daily basis, we can come and put a 1,000 liter tank with you, and we as a company can come and fill that 1,000 liters for you to use until that gets fully utilized, and then we'll come and refill it. So everything is very automated. For compliance, we are picking up fuel from IOCL depot. For any quality and quantity assurance, we are educating customers with a one pager in our every Bowser, that there are ways to check the quality and quantity within 2 minutes time frame. While we all have been going to petrol pumps, but we have never bothered to ask the guy, are you filling the right quantity or quality? But then yes, since we are doing it in a different manner for the first time in India, we are giving these tests on the spot. Cost benefits, like I mentioned, no expenses, because you are not going to the petrol station. You don't need to store bulk with you, because we can come daily and refill your tanks directly. there could be a possibility of marginal discounts in credit facilities. That thing we discussed on case-to-case basis. I have discussed this. Other than this, yeah, the regular convenience fee that we charge for a delivery of 99 rupees per delivery is waived off for GACS members. Anything that you may require on a very, very emergency, urgent basis, like, you know, within 2 hours, 3 hours, we charge 199 rupees per delivery, because we have to then maneuver lot many things and, you know, come to the rescue. Yeah. And finally, we take very pride in saying that we got this award from Indian Achievers Award for Promising Startup for 2021. And it gives us great encouragement and a feeling of accomplishment that we had got in our very less time. And we are just living up to the vision that we have set out for this company. So thank you so much. And I would love to take any questions if there are any.
Thank you, Rakshit. That was very informative, and as a lot of people have mentioned, very promising in new startup, very innovative. There are a lot of remarks for you here in the chat box, and there are some queries as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping Rajiv is picking them up.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
well, first of all, it's
yeah, I would love to do that. Thank you.
Thanks, Rajiv. So, first of all, thanks. It's always great to have you back on our platform again. And then there's a remark from, there's a message, excellent idea and very innovative. What a good idea. How is the pricing?
Yeah, one of the questions I wanted to pick up. Yes, the pricing is as similar to the nearest petrol pump, and for GACS members, as I have mentioned, we don't charge anything extra, so you will end up paying the same price.
Right. Okay. Then there's a from Saket. It's a major striking point is the mismatch in readings of the Bowser and captive tanks. How do you address
this? If Saket could go unmute, I would like to understand this question more in details, because I think what he's trying to question is that how it is different from the smaller tanks which are flying on the road and delivering. Is that your question, Saket?
Jatin, can you unmute Saket?
Sorry, whom?
Saket Singh.
Yeah. Can you see the name?
I have you saying Sanjay Singh?
Saket Singh. Yeah, it's an unmute. Yeah, he's unmute.
Saket, if you are there, if you may just elaborate your question,
maybe,
and then I
maybe
can.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, please go ahead.
Saket, you can speak now.
Okay, so what I understood from the question, let me answer that for the benefit of time. I think there is a difference between the captive tanks. Captive tanks are primarily the tanks which are much smaller in the quantity, and they are illegally running on the roads supplying diesel. So for the benefit, okay, no. So please write it here. My captive tank is 30 KL. Okay, so you are talking about the tanks that are placed at the Bowser is 12 KL. Share. Okay, Saket, you share your number. I will speak to you separately. I don't want to, yeah, share your number. I will speak to you. Thank you, Jigna. If anybody else have a question, I will definitely answer that.
Yeah, Vinith Kumar has given a contact number to connect with him.
Yeah,
number is, can you take it down from the chat or you want me to message?
I'm just taking it. I'm just taking it.
Yeah.
Or perhaps
Rakshit,
until you take the mic away from me, I want to tell to the interim team also that I would love to speak to Pradeep or Rahul, and take the discussion to them. So
sure.
yeah.
And Rakshit, why don't you just share your number here so that
already
anybody has any requirement? Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No, is it there? No.
No, sorry.
No, it's not there. Okay. So there is Rakshit's number here, and if anybody has a requirement at the corporate, can connect with personally or at business as well. Connect with him. And Saket, you leave your number here so that Rakshit can address your query.
Thank you, Jigna.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rakshit and Rajiv. And it was great to have you back again on this platform. Great to see such innovative work going on. So with this, we bring this to an end of the session today with Partner Support Program, and we look forward for some more participants in next month's edition, the 5th edition, which will be there in month of August. And till then, keep encouraging us, keep looking out for the vendors or your partners who would like to participate on this platform. Do connect with me and my team, and we will be more than happy to help everyone.